Elvis, we've known you as an A's opponent for so many years, and it was very clear to see even back then you had fun on the baseball field, whether it was your opponents, your teammates, Beltray. But now seeing you with the A's for 100 games, that fun and good natured demeanor, it just continues. How did you ever get to be that way as a person?
Well, usually that's who I am, man. The same way you see me in the field, I'm trying to do that. It's exactly the same thing outside. Love to be, in a great mood, and most important, everybody around me, I wanted to be happy and to enjoy the time. So I think that's something that I done since I was a kid, and being here, makes that easier for me.
You've been in Oakland A now for almost 100 games. Hard to believe it's gone so fast. What's something you know now about this team that you absolutely did not know about them when you were with Texas?
How close they are, man. I knew they have a lot of talent and, figured out how to win a lot of games, but I didn't know how tight this group was. And it's something that I find out pretty easy in spring training. And then for me, it kind of makes sense why they're so good and why it's so hard to beat this team, especially the last 2, 3 years. And it's unbelievable how really tight this group is. And it feels really good, man. It feels like you're part of the family now.
Those of us who watch every game from the outside, we've really seen you turn your season around at the plate. And it was those first 30 something games to the last 60 something games. There's been a big difference. I'm wondering when you go back and look at whatever changed, did you have to put extra work to get it to change, or did time just figure it out for you?
I think it was a little bit of both, but I think it was more time. I think that the first month was it's a lot of mixed emotion that I had through there. I have some, on field stuff and, like personal life and stuff going on the first month. So it was really tough for me to concentrate on a daily basis. But yeah, the last few months, I've been able to just be myself. I know that I'm not where I wanted to be yet, especially offensively, but I've been able to contribute, to the team and being on base and do the things that I've been doing my whole career to help
Yeah.
the team to win. But I still work in progress. I haven't hit my stride yet, but I feel I'm really close on it.
When I look at a Matt Olson swing, it says, I'm trying to hit a home run. When I look at your swing, it says, I'm trying to hit line drives. When you hit that homer a couple weeks ago, your first with the A's and a first in a long time, you said you were going to hit another one. Then you did, maybe like a week after that. Do you actually care about home runs at all?
I mean, I'll be a liar if I say no for sure. Every hitter wants to hit homers, as many homers you can. But I think for me, it's more of getting myself to get that swing. Unfortunately, we're not all like Olson and Chapman and like Moreland. They've been hitting homer their whole career. For me, the only reason to get homers, I need to get my line drive, gap to gap swing on a consistent basis, and then from there, I can just the homers are gonna come. You make good contact in the right spot, it's gonna go. But my game is to get on base, steal bases, do the little things of the game that is kind of being kind of lost because everybody wants to, get the high OPS. But I play to win, man, and that is something that I'm really passionate about it, and something that I haven't been afraid to keep following, keep doing my whole career. And I mean, I know it'd be nice to have more homer and better OPS, but I'm always gonna play to win. And if it's me sacrificing to move the runner or do the little things, I'm always gonna be really happy at the end of every season. But of course, I want to hit more homers. Of course, I will hit more homers. But right now, we're in a race, and it's all about the team, and it's about winning.
Speak it into existence. It'll happen. Hey, you've hit second a lot in the lineup this year, and Bob Melvin has had you hitting eighth a lot this year. I'm just wondering how the at-bats might be different when you're up high versus when you're down lower in the lineup.
I mean, it's not too much different. I mean, the only difference is I'm probably gonna get one more at bat when I'm hitting second,
Yeah.
and one less at bat when I'm hitting lower. But I think after the first time through, don't matter where you hit, man. The game is gonna dictate whether you're hitting second, whether you're hitting clean up. Because sometimes I'm hitting nine and I have three opportunities, to drive runs. sometimes the cleanup hitter, become a lead off the whole game. So it's, it don't matter where you are because the game is going to dictate, what you need to do out there in the plate. And I stuck to Skip. He knows he's kind of getting comfortable sometimes when he put me down in the order. But, I let him know since spring training that, I came here to win. And no matter where I'm at, what order I'm hitting, I'm always going to bring the best of me and I'll do whatever it takes to win. I'm in that stage where, like, I've hit in every order in the lineup, and, I don't get afraid. I don't get, mad if I'm hitting 9th, 2nd, 3rd. Like, I don't really care, man. I just want to win. And that is something, that's a reason that I took this trade, because I know this team is all about winning. So, I mean, we're in a really good page.
Speaking of Bob Melvin and lineups, what if he told you one day you have to play somewhere else than shortstop? And I asked that for fun because that's the only position you've ever played in the major leagues. That's crazy.
Well, no, actually, I played third base.
Oh, did you?
In the All-Star game, yeah.
Oh,
so I'll play another position. Well, I've been playing a lot of second base because with all this shift,
right,
I play a lot of second base.
Right. Well, my question was going to be, if you thought you could play another position well, what would it be? Is it probably another infield position?
I don't know, man. That's a really good question. But it's true. I never play another position than shortstop. But no, I know I can play. I can play. Third base, which I don't gonna play third base with Chappie there. But whatever.
You could do it,
man.
if you had to.
I think it's gonna be depend of the situation. If it needs me, if it's an emergency, for sure, I'll be down to play in another position.
Well, to your point, with the shift so many times, you're next to Jed Lowry or Tony Kemp anyway, right? So what's the difference?
I literally know how to play second base. I'm turning like 5 to 6 double play in second this year. So,
do you ever find that crazy in the course of your career that shifting has happened so much more, probably for you in these last couple of years, and you're like, wait, what am I doing over here?
Yeah, I don't really like it. I think it takes baseball, the history of baseball away, kind of. That's what people doesn't know, how hard it is to learn how to hit the ball like through the middle of the field or to the other way. And now through the shift, I know he's super smart and all that. I get it, but it takes a lot of the hard work that, especially, guys like me or like Jed, that we've been playing for over 10 years. I grew up during minor league learning how to hit the ball through the middle of the field, because that's where all the hits are, or like in between first and second. And now it's kind of like you have to, reroute your software, where you have to tell myself, not hit the ball to the middle or like to that spot because somebody's there. So that's for me. And I have a lot of conversation with Jed. It's been probably the toughest thing, being able to literally change your whole approach, the approach that I have my whole career. And literally just trying to hit the ball other ways, where people used to be, and that's not that easy, to change that chip that I have my whole life pretty much. But it's what it is, and we have to make that adjustment and being able to still have success.
Speaking of changing habits, I think it was the 2019 season you used the song "Baby Shark" as your walk-up song, because I know you said it made you think of your kids. I feel you on that one. We were stuck on Baby Shark at our house for a long time. I'm curious, did you ever get over that song? Did you ever get it out of your head once it got in?
I did because the reason it got in my head was on my kid.
I know.
He literally used to love, and that's the reason I play. People think that I play because I love the attention. I was like, no, like, I always play because that was his favorite son, and when they come to the ballpark and I play, he love it. Like, I know where they sit, so I can see his face, and literally it was a good song, man. I hit a lot with that song, so it was completely a good marriage. But no, I think he's gone. They're
good.
Growing. He's 4-year-old. He's into like cars and Hot Wheels, so. You got a lot of other songs that are stuck in my head right now, but yeah, Baby Shark is thank God is out.
I hear you, Elvis. I hear you and I feel you. All right, last thing here. I don't know if you're aware of this. You lead all Major League active players in stolen bases. It does feel kind of like a lost art in Major League Baseball in recent years that more teams aren't trying to steal more. Do you agree?
Oh, for sure, man. But you know what? I think everything, it's like fashion. It goes away, but then it comes back. It's a cycle, man. And the little game, believe me, sooner or later it's gonna come back. And everybody, like I said, everybody's about OPS and slugging and getting on base. Walk is literally walking or hitting an extra base uh, to be a good player or to get paid right now. That's how they visualize and examine everybody. But when you go to the playoff, you see all the teams that are in the playoff. They do the little things. They know how to run the bases. That little game is what it takes, to win it all. So I think that he's gonna get back on that, man. I think that every team, besides having that powerhouse, the home run hitter, you need those guys that knows how to move the runner and steal a base when you need it, and know how to run the bases late in the game. So I think it's a lost art, but I think it's gonna come back because it's not about homers, and we know how hard it is to hit a homer, especially in a postseason when you're facing good pitching, and that little game sometimes is the one that save you that day, and to make everybody else feel comfortable and get back on the homers. So hopefully it's coming back. But yeah, I mean, at least I'm leading in something, and that just say that I've been playing for too long so far. So we'll see how it goes. I still trying to keep stealing some bases.
Elvis, it's been great to have you on the A's, and obviously I want to wish you best of luck down the stretch.
All right, bro. Thank you. Have a good day.